Hi, I'm Roger Blake, the Executive Director of the California Interscholastic Federation. Today I want to address a topic that as educational leaders that's dear to all of our hearts, but sometimes is one that we let slide, and that's professional growth and professional development in our roles and positions as educational leaders. When I entered the educational profession 35 years ago, the landscape was significantly different than it is today, as I'm sure it is for most of you that are watching this. As an athletic director 30 years ago, it was about buses and bats and officials. If you had a home game, you needed to make sure that the facility was ready and that you had officials. If you had an away game, did you have the bus scheduled and was everything ready to go? In today's world, the athletic administrator still has to meet and fulfill all those duties. But in addition, the role has changed. The athletic director also today has to be worried about the legal releases, concussion protocols, equity, and they better be an expert on the latest trends that are taking place across the United States. As principals and superintendent, the role has always been about instructional leadership, and it still is today. But the job has also changed significantly, and the demands and expectations on today's superintendents and principals far outweighs what it was 30 years ago. Today, you still have to be the instructional leader, but you're also better be a business manager. You need to be a politician. You better have a good PR department. You be a PR expert. But additionally, you've had to now become an expert in state law and be a school safety expert. The job continues to change and evolve. Professional growth and keeping abreast of the latest trends is vital to success for all of us at our schools in California. It's imperative for the success of your school. In California, we're very fortunate to have a strong professional group in our state called the California State Athletic Directors Association. Their conference is coming up this spring, April 9th through the 13th in San Diego. And I just wanted to take a few minutes to highlight some of the speakers and topics that will be taking place and emphasize why this conference is so vital and important to educational leaders in California. There are educational tracks over the course of 4 days that apply for principals, for superintendents, and even for athletic directors. Then beginning on Wednesday, April 9th, the CIF, working in conjunction with the CSADA Conference, holds some pre-conference leadership training classes. These classes, there's 8 of them over the course of a day and a half, include such subjects as risk management, legal issues in dealing with Title IX, sexual harassment, contest management, community-centered athletic programs, game management, game announcing, and budgeting and finance, to name just a few. The conference then will officially kick off on Thursday afternoon with Glenn Terry from the NCAA speaking about the latest changes in the NCAA requirements for student athletes. The NCAA requirements have changed, and if your counselors and your athletic department don't stay abreast of these, students graduating from your school that may have the talents to go on to play at the NCAA level may not qualify because of academics. These changes are vital for all school personnel, including principals, to understand. On Friday, the conference keynote speaker is Diane Marshall Freeman. She is the general counsel for the CIF, but also a practicing attorney here in California and a nationally renowned speaker. Diane will be speaking to the group about school litigation and liability, what we need to know. In today's litigious society, this session is vital for anyone involved in education-based athletics. On Saturday, Zach Pelchuk from the Office of Civil Rights here in San Francisco will be leading and continuing the legal track. He'll be speaking about the OCR and Title IX strategies for high school sites and how to meet those needs of your complete student body. Another great session is by Mr. Jack Rankin, a nationally renowned speaker on college realities and the college myths about recruiting. All of you as school administrators have heard from parents who believe their child should be getting a college scholarship in athletics, and they blame your staff, your school, your coaches for not helping create that pathway. Jack Rankin speaks about those pathways, talks about the realities and what schools can and should be doing to help in those issues, but also trying to dispel the myths about athletics and the college scholarships. Another important session during this conference is called The Hiring and Firing of Coaches, Being Right and Being Ethical by Mr. Dave Bullwinkle. Dave's been a national speaker and been a speaker at this conference several times. It's never easy when a high school has to make a change. Dave will walk through the ethics of it and why sometimes it is the best thing to make a change, because this is about education-based athletics. I cannot stress to you as an educational leader here in the state of California in strong enough words the importance and value of in-service training. High school sports continues to evolve, and we all know as leaders it's important that we stay abreast to the latest trends and developments. Regardless if you're the athletic director or the superintendent, we have a legal obligation to stay up to date. Court cases will always ask, how and what have you done to stay up to date? This conference provides you that opportunity for you as the leader and for your staff involved in education-based athletics. But most importantly, we have a moral obligation as school leaders in California to provide great opportunities for our students in the best and safest environments that we possibly can provide. This conference held in April will help provide you with the tools necessary to meet that obligation. I hope you will join me and the hundreds of other administrators in California at the CSADA Conference coming up in April. For more detailed information, please go to the CIF website and click on the link to the conference, or you can go to the California State Athletic Director's website. Look forward to seeing you in San Diego in April.